Time now for the Peter Channel 11 a.m. news report on this Wednesday morning, December 14th, 2016. Good morning and afternoon, everybody. I am Peter Wiggins here. It's 11 a.m. on this Wednesday morning, December 14th, 2016. Here, the temperature here in Nottingham is 39 degrees, and today's high will be 49. And Peter Wiggins here now. Here, 11 a.m. Peter Channel news on this Wednesday morning going to Wednesday afternoon. Top stories in Beirut, where the latest uncovered exterior, where fighting still on the win in Aleppo despite a ceasefire deal that was to allow opposition fighters to civilians to withdraw. Rick Perry, a former governor of Texas, in the lobby of Trump Tower, New York, Monday. As Trump's picked as energy secretary. Amazon.com incorporated on Wednesday and made its first customer delivery bot. Drone put an online retailer the lead use of drones as a new delivery method. Gold bounced with those low scores in 10 months of the traders' hedge funds against any potential surprise from the U.S. Federal Reserve, meaning where the policymakers are expected to increase interest rates for the first time this year. Uber launched a small fleet of the self-driving vehicles in San Francisco on Tuesday, but the second city hosted a public test on ride-hailing companies' workers, and there is a cutters enthusiastic on the regular side. Alan Tick, who died Tuesday at the age of 69, was widely known for the Star Wars Dr. Jason Seaver and growing pains for the actor outside a successful sidekick as opposed to some of the television's most memorable theme songs. Tokyo, Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe will be the first G7 leader to welcome Russian President Vladimir Putin for an official visit since Russia's annexation of Crimea in 2014. Bangkok, Thailand's new king will pardon as many as 150,000 people in jails, according to those in custody for insulting the royal family, officials said. Ramallah, West Bank, a French peace conference on the Middle East has been moving from late December to early January to the Palestinian envoy, the French said. San Miguel Topolaban, Mexico, the wife of her Judy, kidnapped in Mexico's Guerrero state as the proposed swapping her husband with a captured mother of the leader of the El Tequila gang. London, a rail strike disputed trouble for the London for several 100,000 commuters for the second day and Wednesday. New York, North Korea diplomat to the United Nations accused the United States of creating a nuclear bomb during an anniversary press conference on Tuesday. Ryan Zickey, former Navy SEAL, attempted to lead the Interior Department. Linking intention from the presidential primary, driving in the race for the Democratic National Committee chairman and pleading an early favorite Kev Ellison bid to consolidate. Smart beyond it is candidacy and raising fears that the party will once again. In Texas, a religious liberty battle wages at one school over court from a Charlie Brown Christmas. In Charleston, South Carolina, latest on a federal death penalty trial, Dylan Roof accused of 9 black people during a South Carolina church Bible study as autopsy took 4 days in church shooting. New York, the leaders of two auto-related companies, Uber and Tesla, have accepted business advisory roles for President-elect Donald Trump. Washington about 1 in 4 Democrats and 1 Republican in the Electoral College won intelligence briefing on foreign interference in the presidential election. Jerusalem, Massachusetts Governor Charlie Baker says he expected this week's trade mission initiative to bear fruit to the Commonwealth in the near future. Baker is leading delegations of some 50 business and academic leaders from Massachusetts, Israel. While no business deals have yet been announced, Baker says the meetings have been part together to key players from Massachusetts and vibrant Israel high-tech scene. Speaking in Jerusalem on Monday, Baker said he expects to see results from the meetings over the next 6 months. Province Banan, developers that have proposed technology complex have awarded more than $20 million in state incentives to build a project which state leaders hope will become a catalyst for economic revival. Alaska Air Group celebrated closing the acquisition of San Francisco-based Virgin America on Wednesday. A move comes just a week since the U.S. Wall Street treads water as investors await Fed decision here as now. Down 3.04% at 19,867.17. SP 5 down 4.08% at 2267.80. And Nasdaq down 2.86% at 5,460.97. Washington, U.S. Retail sales very rose in November as hasn't so it's cut back in the purchase of motor vehicles, suggesting some of the loss of investment and economic growth in the fourth quarter. Paris says the Greenpeace protesters are blocking the Paris headquarters of EDF, the public electricity company which operates the nuclear power plants in France. Albany, Georgia, a Conagra subsidiary agreed to pay $11.2 million after pleading guilty to nationwide settlement of outbreak payment on peanut butter 10 years ago. New York and OPEC report that balance will return to the oil market later than the previous rival forecast that crude oil prices settled in early Wednesday trading. Vienna, Austrian energy company OMV said it's set to increase in the reserve base and fall in an asset swap that gives a footprint in Russian natural gas reserves. Washington, a new report from the IHS. Chain defense budget team reveals Russia has dropped out of the top 5 global defense spends for the first time in 30 years. New York, Exxon Mobil top brass said that the company was in early stages that has spent office up. Changes that the Rex Tilson tapped as the next U.S. Secretary of State. New York Department of Apartment, including co-ops and condos, increased by 50.7% in 2016 and set a record for the average sales price of $2.2 million. Top Democrats in Capitol are raising concerns about Trump transition team position of high Department of Energy employees who have worked on climate change issues. Amol and a drainage pathway inside of crater brought a nice shovel in Antarctica as Mr. Crater in Antarctica as ominous cause. E-cigarette use among teenagers throughout 2016 reversed an upward trend, and the part of the U.S. Surgeon General recommended an increase in regulation of taxation. About 6% of Zika-infected pregnant women in the United States had a baby or fetus with at least one birth defect related to the bowel infection, according to the new report by the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention. Peter Childu's Hive is 11:06 on this Wednesday morning, going on to Wednesday afternoon. Time now for Sports Report tonight. The Boston Bruins be taking on Pittsburgh Penguins at Pittsburgh. Game time, 7:30 p.m. While the Celtics being San Antonio take on San Antonio Spurs. Game time, 9:30 p.m. LSU has hired Pittsburgh offensive coordinator Matt Canada. He's leading Pittsburgh enjoyed a prolific season, averaging 42.3 points and 447.5 yards per pit, which went 84 this season and next meets Northwestern Penn Strap Ball on December 28th. The New York Jets have been the footgate of NFL offense, but far from great, only a few select few enjoy, but somehow gets the job done. Bengals hoping to get lift from AJ Green versus Steelers. Peter Childu's time is now 11:07. AM on this Wednesday morning, going on to Wednesday afternoon, and it's time now for a travel report. Beep, beep. Let's admit on the highways and byways of New England where Interstate 84 westbound side is backed up from the Newtown stretch. Merritt Parkway eastbound side back to Milford. 91 and southbound side is backed up after Interstate 84 Hartford, Connecticut. 295 southbound side Little Slow just around Route 95 in Warwick, Rhode Island. Here, 130 eastbound side back to Jamestown headed towards the Newport Bridge. 79 both ends back to around Route 195 in Fall River. 7 Expressway at both ends is backed up from Dorchester to the Mass Bank. 7 Expressway northbound side is backed up right down the Braintree Split. 120 on the northbound side is backed up from 109 in Westwood all to Route 9 in Wellesley. 495 on the northbound side is back to the Westford stretch. 495 southbound side back around the Lowell stretch. 120 in the southbound side is back to the Waltham stretch. And hours and byways, Vermont, North remain on looking good, and Interstate 89 southbound side is backed up after the Canadian border up in Vermont, and Ottawa 59, the northbound side back to 7 Quebec after the U.S. border headed towards Montreal. And Interstate 81 both ends is backed up from Watertown, New York, all the way up to Evans Mills. Peter Childu's time is now 11:08, and look at MBTA transit alerts here. On the MTA commuter line, it's looking good on the subways. SL5, SL4, Silver Line, through Model A, through traffic, and the ferries out. Looking good. Okay, take a look at weather at 11:08 on this Wednesday morning. Going on to Wednesday afternoon here. Look at radar, and it shows a line of rain showers stretching up the Cape Islands here. Rain showers all the way all around the Nova Scotia area, and some snow showers around eastern portions of New Brunswick and northern portions and north central portions of Nova Scotia. Snow showers up in the northeastern Maine and western portions of Maine, and then up the north central and central portions of Hampshire and the White Mountains, and some spotty snow showers switching from Rutland, Vermont, switching up I-87 from Glens Falls all the way up into Montreal here, and northwestern portions of Vermont, and some snow showers from north central portions of New York State and southwest of Albany, and some snow showers from southwest of Rochester headed towards Buffalo and down the Thruway and headed towards Erie, and snow showers off the northeastern Ohio up Asheville and Cleveland, and north central Ontario is getting some snow showers, and up in Michigan and down around the east of Chicago, and snow showers around northwest of Peoria and around northern portions of Ottawa in Illinois, not Quebec. or Ottawa, Ontario, up in Canada. All right. How's the weather outlook for tonight and Friday morning? Dangerously cold. Wind chills of 10 to 25 below zero. Forecast of lows dropping in single digits to 7 degrees below zero. Northwest winds gusts of 35, 40 miles per hour. Risk of 56 miles per gust. And combination of wind and wind chill headlines is likely. A Saturday accumulated snow is forecast protected region and advisory levels of at least 3 inches on the metro of interior south of New England and possible 1 level snows at least 6 inches by the high northwest side of terrain. Massachusetts prior to transition on rain late Saturday and Saturday afternoon. Okay, 7-day forecast goes like this. Today, sun's got about 40 degrees, west about 8 miles an hour. For tonight, increase got about 22 degrees. Calm and becoming southwest about 6 miles an hour after midnight. Thursday, most sun's got about 26 degrees, west about 7 to 60 miles, gust 28 miles an hour. For Thursday night, slight chance of snow between 10 p.m. and 4 a.m. Podcast got about 5 degrees. Wind chill about the low as 10 below. Winds about 13 to 17 miles gust 46 miles an hour. Chance of 20%. Alrighty. Sun's got about 16 degrees and northwest about 9 to 14 miles gust 30 miles an hour. For Friday night, a chance of snow after 2 a.m. Podcast got about 11 degrees, temperature is 40%. For Saturday, snow before 1 p.m. Then rain, possibly mixed with snow between 1 p.m. and 4 p.m. Then rain likely after 4 p.m. Under 42 degrees, temperature is 9%. Saturday night, chance of rain, class got low at 40 degrees, temperature is 50%. For Sunday, rain likely after noon, class got about 51 degrees, temperature is 70%. Sunday night, most clouds go about 19 degrees. Monday, most clouds about 30 to about 18 degrees. And for Tuesday, most clouds got about 34 degrees. Currently in a not here, it is in Taunton, it's 39 degrees with fair skies and a humidity of 57%. And in Norton here, it's 41 degrees with a humidity of 65%. And in Mansfield, it's 40 degrees in fair skies. That's going to be it for the Peter Channel. 11 a.m. news will put on this December 14, 2016 on a Wednesday morning going to Wednesday afternoon. I appreciate you have a good afternoon, good bye day. See you at 4 o'clock for a 4 o'clock report. I hope you have a good afternoon here.